Lionel Richie's Dancing on the Ceiling, #1 on my fantasy playlist, September 6, 1986. I won't put the 80s, I'm not one to put the 80s up there with the 60s as far as music, pop music, or rock music, or soul music goes. But as far as I'm concerned, this record is one of the best dance records ever. I'd rank it up there with anything that Chubby Checker put out on the Cameo Parkway label, or any of the Motown records. Well, actually, he was on the Motown label, Lionel Richie, Dancing on the Ceiling at #1. The video, they used a rotating room and a stationary camera, and the special effect was similar to one that was used in a movie back in 1951 called The Royal Wedding. Royal Wedding, which starred Fred Astaire, with Fred Astaire dancing on the ceiling. Except in this video, instead of one person, they used several people, a bunch of people at the same time, dancing on the ceiling in this rotating room. I can't fathom how you use I guess you just rotate a room around or something. It's just, well, it was a great special effect, and it was expensive. The cost of making this video estimated at $400,000. 400 grand in 1986. Cameo appearances by Cheech and Chong, with Cheech of Cheech and Chong and Rodney Dangerfield at the end of the video. Shot at 2 places. It was shot in 3 days, 3 days shoot at Laird Studio in Culver City, and there was a 1 day shoot at LeMondrian Hotel in West Hollywood. It was a kind of a rush job. It was shot in less than a week. Diane Alexander, one of the dancers in the video, had an affair with Lionel Richie. They eventually got married, but I did read of a dust-up where Lionel Richie was caught with Diane Alexander in sort of a compromising position by his wife Brenda at the time, and that led to a pretty big ruckus. But that's beside the point right now. Let's get back to this song, "Dancing on the Ceiling" by Lionel Richie. Went to #2 on Billboard's Hot 100. #1 on my fantasy playlist of September 6, 1986. Just watched the video in its entirety for the first time in 32 years. Oh boy, brings back some memories watching this video on Night Tracks, WTBS from Atlanta, Night Tracks, running those videos from about 11 o'clock at night to 4 or 5 in the morning. Some fond memories of Night Tracks back in the day. Watching this video in late August, September, October 1986. So here we are at #1, "Dancing on the Ceiling" by Lionel Richie. Fantasy playlist, September 6, 1986. And before I take off, I'll still stay in the 80s and 90s YouTube channel to count down another fantasy playlist from the 90s. The next fantasy playlist I will count down will be, boy, kind of worse for wear, isn't it? Look at all the smudges on this thing. You know, these are for real. This is not fake. These are for real. I'll count down the fantasy playlist, third week of October 1993. October 17th, 1993. I'll start counting that one down probably next week. All right, well, that's it. Thanks for watching these videos, and take care, and I'll see you on the next countdown.